Okay, welcome to, this is actually going to be the final video for this category, which I call the beginners category. Okay, it's going to be the final video, and make sure you actually click on the subscription button and hit the notification icon so you can be among the first to get the video each time I send any video. Now we're going to create a simple game here. You navigate with the buttons, navigate the sprite with the button, and the sprite will be chasing the balloon any place the balloon is, and each time the sprite touches the balloon is going to get a point, and the balloon will also jump to a different point. So let's look at how it goes. Now first, we're not just going to have the green flag only running, we also need trigger because we'll be making use of the keys on the keyboard to activate the movements of the sprite. Okay, to make the sprite move, we're making use of the keys on the keyboard. So the next thing we're going to do here is to create the movement for these keys, the up arrow key, the down, the left, and the right arrow keys. So we're going to be working on that straight away. So when the right arrow key is pressed, I'm bringing this one when, and I'm changing this to right arrow key when it is pressed. I want the sprite to change costume. Okay, so that I want to create the walking effect. Okay, which want it to change to the next costume, so we'll do next costume. Okay, and I want it to point in the direction of 90 because this is right. If you anytime by using the right arrow key, it must face to the right to move, so it points in the direction of 90. So we get that from here, point in the direction of 90, and you move 10 steps. Okay, then the next thing, again, we're going to look at the up arrow key. I'm going to right click on this and I'll do duplicate. I have another one here, so I'll change this to up arrow key. It's also going to change to the next costume, just like the first one is going to change to the next costume, but this one is up arrow key. I'm going to change this, is going to point to the direction of 0. Okay, and it's going to move 10 steps. All right, now the next one I'm going to do, I'm still going to duplicate this. I'm going to do the next one, which is the left arrow key. Okay, so I click on this and I choose left arrow key. Anytime I press that, it's going to change to the next costume. Okay, and this time, because this is left, meaning is all, the other way, like the opposite direction, it's going to point in the direction of minus 90 degrees. Okay, minus 90 degrees. All right, then it's going to move another 10 steps. Okay, then the last one, we have done the right, the up, the left, so we're going to do the down, but then I want to reduce this so we can have more space here to do this work. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is for, we have done right, up, left, so we're going to do for down. So I duplicate this again and I change this one to the down arrow key, and for this down arrow key is going to point in the direction of 180. Okay, so the point direction of 180. Okay, so point direction of 180. Okay, point direction of 180 when it's down arrow key. Okay, so then I'm going to still move my 10 steps. All right, now we're still working on this particular sprite, we're not done with it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to bring when the green flag is clicked. Now what am I trying to do here? I want the sprite to be at a certain position anytime I'm starting the game afresh, and the position I want it to be is maybe I'll just keep it somewhere here. It's fine, so I'll just keep it here. Alright, I'll keep it here. Now if it's going to be here, how do I know this position? Look at this point. the sprite is actually at x minus 156 and y minus 73. So I will just go to motion and go to my x is 156 and my y is minus 73. So this is fine. It's just fine. So the next thing I'm going to do, because I want to have point on the stage, so that each time the sprite touches the balloon, let there be a point. Okay, so I'm going to create a variable. Remember, you have seen this variable before, how to create it. Click on make a variable, and I'm going to call this variable point, and I click OK. Alright, it's going to be on the stage because I want to be seeing the points as it counts. So now come here and put set point is so that anytime I start the program, let point be set to 0. Anytime we start the program, let point be set to 0. Okay, so each time it will start a program and a point set to 0, let the sprite go to its original costume, okay, which is a costume 1. Let the sprite go to its original costume. So I'll choose switch costume to costume 1, which is the original costume, and point in the direction of 90. So it will still face the right, point in the direction of 90. So I'll go there and say point in the direction of 90. So I'll drop this. Now let's go back again to what we did. First, we said when we click on the right arrow key, I will press right arrow key now, so you see it's moved, right? Okay, so it's changing costume as it's moving. Okay, then up arrow, this is right arrow key, it's changing costume. Up arrow key, so it will face this way and walk this way. Okay, down arrow key, it will walk this way. Right arrow key, it will walk this way. Left arrow key, it's going to walk that way. Okay, so the left arrow key, this left arrow key, see, is going up. Something is wrong with left arrow key, so come here. This is where the problem is. This left arrow key should point in the direction of minus 90. Okay, so when I press the left arrow key, this is fine now. Okay, down, right, up, so up arrow key. Okay, that's something here. Okay, is here we made a mistake here, so this up arrow key is going to be 0 here. So let's see. So up arrow key, this is fine now. Left arrow key, down arrow key, and right arrow key, and up arrow key. Left, right, down, right, up, left, down, and right. So this is okay now. Okay, so please take note of the correction we made. The up arrow key will have to point in the direction of 0, and the left arrow key will have to point in the direction of minus 90. Okay, so this is fine. So we'll move on and we'll bring in our green flag again out. Okay, so this green flag, I'm going to bring in the forever block. Okay, the forever block. Now what I want is, I want to create something here so that when it is touching, when the sprite is touching the balloon, let something happen. So first I can just quickly go and let our balloon come. Here's our balloon. So I can just put the balloon here. We are not seeing any code because we're on balloon, so I'm going back to cards, so we're seeing the code here. So if, come in here, I'm done this, so I'm going to get the if. So if touching the balloon, I'm going to sensing, bring this, if touching balloon 1. Okay, change point by 1. If touching the balloon 1, I'm going to change my point by 1. Okay, if touching balloon, change point by 1. Then I'm going to broadcast. Then you say when I happen broadcast touching, broadcast what's touching, broadcast touching. Okay, So let's look at this. So I'll hit the green flag. I want to go and touch the balloon. So as I touch the balloon, you can see the timing is running, and I'll go out again. Once I go out, the time will run again, but each time I touch the balloon, the point is counting. Each time I touch the balloon, the point is counting. But let's see how we can make it more interesting here. Okay, let's make it more interesting. Now, since when we say broadcast is actually a message a sprite sends so that another sprite will see it and react to it. So since this cat is already sending a broadcast, let's make the balloon to react to this broadcast and do something. So I will actually go to the balloon, and this is where the code for the balloon is. So I'll click on it, and I will bring when I receive touching, because remember, if you go back here, the broadcast sent by the cat is touching. So the balloon, when I receive touching, what happens? So I'll just make it more interesting. I will say go to random position. Okay, when I receive what? Touching, just do what? Go to random position. All right, so let's make it more tasking for the cats to do. So I'll click on this and I'll keep on moving. Okay, and around to this, boom, it will move. Anytime the cat touches it, it goes to a different position. See, anytime the cat touches it, so it makes it more tasking for the cat instead of just going to meet it there. So anytime the cat touches it, it runs to a different position. Okay, anytime the cat touches it, it goes to a different position. Okay, so that is it. So look at the code we have for the, so I can actually stop this code from running. So look at the codes we have for the cards. See them here. We've made use of, if you look at so far, we've actually touched all the categories. We've gone to motion, we've gone to looks, we've gone to sound, we've gone to events, we've gone to control, we've gone to sensing, we've gone to operators, and we've gone to variables. We've touched all that, like I promised the very first video you watched. Like I promised, so I've been able to fulfill that, and we've come to the end of this beginners video. So I'll be dropping another one very soon, which is going to be for the intermediates, which you'll be doing some more tasking work. Okay, after that I'm going to drop another one which is going to be for the advanced, but make sure you have actually watched all this one from beginning to the end. Go through it over and over again so that I can master it very well, so that when we go to the intermediate, you won't have any reason to fall back again to this one to check on something. Just make sure you capture this very well. Okay, and I will see you in my next video, which is going to be for the intermediate. I'll try and package it in one video so that once you take it up, you have it as a single video running. By the time you finish it, you know that you're good. Then the next one, advanced, and once that is done, you're good to go. Okay, you're good to go. So thank you for watching, and remember, if you haven't subscribed, please do before you stop this video. If you haven't clicked on the notification icon, please do before you stop this video. Thank you, and I'm